Hey guys, Robert Storms here, and I know you guys have already heard about this topic, but I want to give you my opinion on the Joker standalone film that's not going to have anything to do with the DCEU. Yeah, apparently that is happening. Reports came out yesterday that Martin Scorsese is going to produce the Joker standalone movie, and make matters worse, I don't know how it could get any worse. You're not attaching it to the DCEU. It's not going to be attached to the overall arc that you guys been trying to build up here. But it's going to be a standalone movie, and it's a fucking origin story of the Joker. The one character that we do not need an origin story of. The reason why the Joker is so good is because of the lack of knowledge that we know of the Joker. What makes him so creepy, so scary, because we don't know what he's thinking. We don't, and don't throw, I know there's been certain writers that have done origin stories on the Joker. Alan Moore did in The Killing Joke, which, by the way, the origin stories of the Joker and The Killing Joke is the worst part of that comic. It really is. I don't care about what happened to him. Oh, boo-hoo is his wife and blah, blah. Who gives a shit? You know, we do not need to be sympathetic with the villain. Stop trying to make the villain sympathetic. I don't need to know how the Joker works. I don't need to know how his mind works. I don't need to know how he ticks. You know, I don't care. I don't care. But to make matters worse, what pisses me off even more about an origin story is they're trying so hard to establish the cinematic universe, and they're just like, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna do what Sony's doing. We're gonna give you a standalone movie, and you a standalone movie, and you a standalone, and it ain't gonna have nothing to do with the DCEU. Why? Why? Because you completely fuck over this guy. You completely fuck over Jared Leto. Completely. Like, you honestly fuck him in the ass with no lube. I mean, I'll be the first person to admit, I was not the biggest fan of Jared Leto's Joker Suicide Squad, but you hired him to play a role. Then you make that role what it is. You screw him out of the role because his scenes are so insignificant to the plot of that movie that there's no point in even having Jared Leto in that movie. Then you make him look like a punk rock fanboy of the Joker rather than the Joker. And then when you guys back yourself into a corner, the only explanation you guys can come up with is, oh, this movie's not going to be existing in the DCEU. So you're going to have multiple universes, multiple stories going on outside the main universe you're trying to establish. It doesn't make no sense. It doesn't make no sense. It's like Marvel having the MCU established, and then midway through Phase 3, they're like, the Captain Marvel movie that's coming out is going to be a standalone film. It's not going to have anything to do with the MCU. Why would you do that? It's who the fuck is coming up with this shit in Warner Brothers? Like, who the fuck is coming in with their button-down shirt, never reading a comic book in the world, with their fucking tie, doesn't know shit, and going, that's a great idea, I'll sign off on that. That's a great idea, I'm going to sign off on that. Stamp, just proof. I said it's approved, damn it, don't argue with me, it's approved. Like, how the fuck did these people manage to keep being employed? We're coming up with these dumb, stupid-ass ideas. Like, this upsets me more than the Silver and Black movie. And, by the way, that movie really pisses me off. But this pisses me off because Wonder Woman came out and it was critically and financially successful. So you have your stepping stone to go further. You know it can be done now. You just need to put out quality movies. If Martin Scorsese wants to come in and produce a Batman movie and have Matt Reeves direct it, and it's in the DCU, fine. But now rumors are coming out that the Matt Reeves Batman is also not going to be in the DCEU. So why give a fuck? Why? Why should we care about the DCEU? Why? So like 5 years from now, you guys can do this Infinity War, or not Infinity War, but Infinity Crisis or Crisis on Infinite Worlds or whatever the fuck it is, and then bring them all together? Why? Why? Why are you doing standalone shit? Why? How would you like to be this poor guy? This poor guy got fucked in the ass, guys. Fucked in the ass. And I love Martin Scorsese, right? I like his films a lot. And I do think he's a great person to produce this movie. Why does it have to be a standalone? Why does it have to be separate? Why does it have to be an origin story? Why? We don't need an origin story of the Joker. We just don't. Anyway, that is my thoughts on this whole situation. I want to know what you guys think. Be sure to express yourself in the comment section below. Tell me in the comment section below, what do you guys think? Because I cannot be the only person who feels this way about this movie. Guys, DCEU was on its way with Wonder Woman. They took 2 steps forward, and now they're taking 5 steps back. And the way they're going, they're never going to get that far. So please, leave your comments in the comment section below, guys. I really want to know your opinion. And until next time, guys, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.